We're going to the gem fair today. I'm kind of upset. I've been saying that the reason I'm going to Santa Barbara is to like relax and read in the trees, and I have not done that once. Every day it's like, now we do this, now we do this, now we do this. Bam, bam, bam. Today, we're gonna get some crystals. Maybe that's the reason that Santa Barbara is magical. Because there's always something to do, and it always involves something awesome. There's so many things here, so many cool things. So it seems like the gem fair looks like it's outside, which is even better. So here's the story. We're waiting in line and we have 2 coupons. Or no, we have one coupon that is like free, and then the other 2 that are like $2 off, yeah. And we're waiting in line and we're like, okay, well I can pay. And Nicole's like, all right, and I'll pay. And then the universe was like, no you don't, because some lady kind of snuck up behind us and she's like, here, you take these. And we just kind of got in for free. So far the gem fair has been lies and glass. It's very polished, but it's not the real deal. The gem fair is indoors. Holy crap, Madeline.
There are people who are
What? This is actually copper, which is very neat. Does that feel cool?
Yes.
Like, okay, what these are wands. These are crystal wands. And basically, most crystals will have will kind of just radiate from the whole thing. Like, these would just kind of radiate from all over it. But a wand kind of focuses all the energy out the ends. So you have kind of like a focused beam. Oh, meteorite is very heavy. Is this crystal poop? This one looks like crystal coral. You can't really see it on this because it gets blurry if I zoom up, but these have little like water bubbles. We're doing hand Reiki over all of these crystals, and it's actually really cool. You can really feel differences. Like, we keep coming back to this green one. I don't have words to describe that feeling. It's really weird, that energy. Could you imagine wearing a quartz crystal necklace? This is like psychic battery, or spiritual battery rather, because you can hold energy and then give it to you when you don't have any.
Wow. Yeah.
And you can also program crystal. So you could program every single one of these to do something different for you.
They're very impressionable. They always can take off and mirror the energy.
This is the crystal that all computers are made out of. If it wasn't for crystals, you would not have computers.
Thank you, crystals.
Yeah, no kidding. This one is very pulsy. It actually has like a pulse in the energy. It's very interesting. This is the coolest thing ever. It's like this orange calcite, which looks like an orange. But when you hold it, you take in the energy of it and you actually smell orange. Like, I guess it has the same smell
flavor
as the, it's so weird. So cool. This right here, well, for one, looks like a slime from Dragon Quest. Come on, it totally does. And it is also, it's actually rainbow obsidian, which I know my brother has a really cool rainbow obsidian stone. So, Carrie, if you're watching this, isn't that cool? Amethyst is like the coolest stone ever. And look at this. So this is called Moldavite, and it's really, really heavy. Apparently it has extraterrestrial origins when it crashed here on a meteor, like 15 million years ago, and it's got a very heavy energy, and it goes straight to your heart. It's like all around here, yeah. By far, this is the best table though. Definitely. For anybody who's ever questioned the validity of the statement, crystals are alive, this is a crystal with like blood veins. If that doesn't do it for you, then I don't know what will. So we're filling up trays of stones, and this is the ones I picked out so far. Here are Nicole's.
I remember what.
You see that? How cool is that? It actually moves. So time has passed and we bought our crystals. Well, we're just in the end process of purchasing. And I've got mine, and we'll go over them later. Okay, so these are all the ones that I got, and actually there's first and foremost something I have to do. This one. This is Leopard Delight. What it does is actually clear electromagnetic frequencies, and it says it should be placed on computers. Now, if you want to, you can pause it and read the rest, but what I'm going to be doing is actually sticking this on my computer. You know, like the hood of a car, something that has like the Jaguar or whatever? Well, I'm going to do that with my computer. Now, I actually bought a case for this. You probably can't tell, but there is a little case on here. So I'm not actually going to be sticking it to the computer itself, but rather the case. Secondly, the stuff I'm going to use is this, which is actually just like silly putty. So what I'm going to do is just kind of stick it right here. Well, maybe that won't work. Maybe I'll have to glue it. Okay, so change of plans. The silly putty kept pulling off layers of the crystal, so we're just gonna crazy glue it. I know it's a MacBook, but it's awesome. You'll see it when it's done. You'll be like, damn son. You know, there's gonna be like at least 10 people who see this online and are gonna post like alternative and better and safer methods of doing this, and less stupid, but fun. Alright, so here's the finished version of what this looks like. It's still got a little bit of I'm cleaning that up. Isn't this a sweet computer though? Look how light this is. It's so freaking thin. Epic. Okay. Alright, Nicole, show us what you got here.
Some labradorite.
That one's cool. Alright, so now we're gonna look at the ones I got. Crystals themselves are like alive, and each one has a metaphysical property. So the reason that we're like freaking out and spazzing over all these tiny rocks is actually not because they're, you know, they're just pretty or anything, but each of these crystals actually will do something very specific. And if you carry it around, and I've kind of talked about that before, it'll kind of affect you, or you'll open up to these energies. What was really cool about each of these crystals too is that you can actually feel like an energy coming off of them. So if you just hold on to it, you can actually like, some of them have subtle energy, some of them have really light energies. Some actually felt like the roses at the rose garden the other day, because those had a very life abundant energy coming off of them, and you can actually feel those in some of the crystals. This one is actually a crystal quartz wand. It's actually a really baby tiny wand, and it's actually good for connecting crystal grids, and we'll get to that later.